One, why does the military put out this misinformation about alcohol and consent? And two, what does the law actually say about it? Well, first, it is a scare tactic. The goal is to discourage service members from even putting themselves in a sensitive situation. But this is a disservice because service members need to be told the truth. We need to give them the law, and we need to teach them how to make sound decisions on their own in the future. And second, the law doesn't have a bright line rule that says after 3 drinks, someone can't consent. It does, however, define incapable of consenting. And I'm going to put the definition up here on the screen so you can pause the video and read it yourself. This is from the military judge's bench book. This is what the judge reads to the jury, to the panel, when instructing them on the law regarding alcohol and consent. Simply put, if you are so drunk that you cannot interact with your own environment and cannot think about your circumstances and your wants at that time, then you cannot consent. But this does not mean just because you don't have a memory of the event that you didn't consent. Specifically, a blacked out person can still consent if they were freely and voluntarily engaging in that activity. Also, a blacked out person can revoke consent at any time. Blacking out is when someone drinks so much, the part of the brain that is in charge of recording memory turns off, but they're still walking and they're still talking. They can even have full conversations with other people. They can still willingly choose to go to the next restaurant and order something off the menu that they would never order and eat when they were sober. They are still freely making choices, despite their brain not recording any memory of it. Just because the next morning you have no memory of making those choices does not mean you didn't consent. It also doesn't mean you did. You need more facts to understand. If in that moment last night, you were freely making choices to do something you wanted at that time, it doesn't matter if you regret it now. It doesn't matter if you wouldn't have made that choice when you were sober. It's about the choice or the lack thereof at the time of the activity. This is a nuanced and difficult subject for leaders in the military to talk about, but it's important that we teach our service members the truth and that we tell them all of the facts, we don't lie to them, and we give them the tools they need to make the right and sound decisions when they're in that situation.